Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. 3 new knives from Tenable. I'm not sure if these are all the same model, or if we've got 3 individual knives here, but in any case, Tenable tends to be pretty good. This is Concept's budget brand. I don't know anything about their HRC consistency. This is another brand that definitely needs to have their steels tested by our buddy Taylor, who will definitely pop into the comments. So you can check out his website by going to the bottom of the description. Check out some HRC testing. But Tenable, as far as quality control and pricing for, just for what you get, like with the HRC aside, tends to be pretty good. Tenable's got some stuff that's really, really great, and they've got some stuff that's kind of ho-hum. So either way, though, they generally are a budget brand that I recommend people check out. So I'll link all this stuff down in the description. You guys can check them out if you want to. It does help my channel and use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. We do have 3 different models. I just realized they're all actually labeled on the side. Probably should have looked. Anyways, we're going to open these up. This is not a review today. We're just unboxing these. So, totally blind unboxing. Just standard first impressions, and then we'll do the review. If these end up being, actually interesting, then we'll do a full review on it, right? If they're kind of basic and don't really require any additional thoughts, then, then no. All right, the first one here, a whole bunch of stuff that came out. This is, oh my gosh, what is this called? The Higan Nakami? I definitely did not pronounce that correctly, so you guys can tell me exactly how I'm supposed to pronounce that. But it looks like this is in Damascus. Oh wait, no, have I seen this one before? Is this like a different variation of this? No, I haven't. No, this is totally new for me. So we have kind of that flat, kind of cheap looking carbon fiber, honestly. At first I thought there was some like discoloration here, and maybe there is. These areas down, I was trying to like run my finger across this to see if I could like, make it consistent. But it actually looks like some of these areas of the carbon fiber are a little foggy. Here, here, here. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, really nice front flipper though. And then we have probably a 10CR, 9CR Damascus here. So pattern welded Damascus with a blade performance relative to VG10, considering one of the compositions is the Chinese equivalent to VG10. And then they've kind of mixed it up with the 9CR. So is it 440B-ish? Somewhere in there. A decent, it's basically a budget Damascus that's not garbage. When you get on Amazon or eBay and you buy those Damascus, I mean, it's pattern welded Damascus, but they're made from absolutely junk compositions. This is, if you're on a budget, this is the type of Damascus you want to go for. The sub $100 Damascus from these Chinese companies tends to be a 9CR, 10CR combination, which is good. It looks good, and at the same time, it'll perform decently well. This is a regular liner lock. There's nothing crazy going on here. It's just carbon fiber on top of steel liners. We have a simple pocket clip, and then we have this Damascus blade. Probably a couple different, we're going to use this to cut it open. Probably a couple different variations where the standard blade steel might be something like Nitro V or 14C28N or something like that. This one's also going to be in Damascus. This is the Link. Okay. Let's go ahead and break that let's break that seal there. The factory edge on that felt pretty good. Really bitey. I mean, just, cutting the plastic on the outside of the box here. These will all end up being giveaway knives. I do my giveaways usually Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Daylight Time, I guess, right now. But it's summertime, so it honestly could be any time during the weekend. And you can check out my community tab once it gets closer, or during the weekend, to find out exactly when I'm going to be doing live streams. Okay, so the Link, I feel like I've seen this one before. In fact, I recognize the design. It seems like that there was a knife that was released by Artisan Cutlery here somewhat recently that had this combination of the harpoon and the big open area right here. We once again have this carbon fiber, which honestly has that same like it's shiny, but there's some zones that are like more or less foggy. It's not really that noticeable. I think maybe more so on this guy, but you can see it there. I always like the contoured, more matte finished carbon fiber because it doesn't end up looking like this. This looks a little cheap, and to be fair, this is a budget knife. The other nice thing is I don't believe that this is actually laminate. I think that this is like solid carbon fiber. So the only problem with that is that it makes me worry. This is absolutely solid carbon fiber. So it makes me worry about, I'm trying to show you guys like, you know, the edges there so you can see. It doesn't look like, whoa, hold on. I might actually be wrong. I think this is a layer. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think that this actually is a layer. Let me zoom in here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So this is, I think, oh, it's kind of hard to tell. It looks like right there especially. Now the problem is it might just be the bevel, but it looks like maybe two different materials here. This right here, this part looks like G10, and on the side it looks like carbon fiber. So actually we can probably see that says the next one is a totally different material, but on here it says water ripple pattern twill carbon fiber G10. So actually I'm not even, it's silly for me to try and solve a mystery. They're not trying to hide anything. This is in fact carbon fiber on top of G10. So it is laminate. I always prefer that they do one or the other, but I do appreciate, and my apologies to Tenable, right, for presenting this as if they were trying to hide it. But I always prefer that it's carbon fiber or G10, not either, because the reason is because oftentimes when these companies do a laminate, they put a piece of carbon fiber, a thin piece of carbon fiber on top of G10. They go ahead and charge you as if the whole thing is carbon fiber, and it's a little irritating, right? But I guess it really depends on what these come out as. You know, if these come out as $80 knives with the Damascus, okay, not terrible, right? The combination, a little bit of carbon fiber, and then you've got the nice Damascus on there. Then yeah, right around the top end of budget territory, maybe slightly over. Not too bad. I have a feeling, though, that's probably not what we're going to see. This guy here, this final one, come on now. Come on now. Release your treasures. This is the Orion. Blackwash Nitro V with CNC milling copper carbon fiber. Okay, so I remember the Orion. So we actually have milling. Is this going to be the one that has milling on the blade? Okay, so this looks like a newer, maybe like a mid. Is this going to be like a mid-tier Orion? Ooh, okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, I definitely remember this one. Definitely remember this one. Copper carbon fiber. We see it a lot. When it first came out, it was like, oh my gosh, super cool. Now we kind of see it all over the place. It is still definitely cool. This is definitely a, and this is going to be, to my knowledge, like a solid piece of material. Yeah, the whole thing is that material. You can see like the layers in there, and then it's on top of the steel liners there. But I remember when this stuff came out and I lost my mind, and now, it's, as much as I see it, I still look at it and think this looks really, really nice. Still really enjoy it. The coolest thing about the Orion is the milled blade. Now, will this slow you down a little bit? Depending on the angle that you're cutting, it might. I think it's definitely more of an aesthetic thing than it is a functionally beneficial thing. In fact, I think it'll almost inevitably work against you in some cases, but man, is it cool. That's really, really cool. We don't see that very often. If you're not the type of person who enjoys stuff like this, fortunately for you, you exist in a time period where the knife industry has so many choices that it's not even possible for you to begin to start to kind of comprehend how many there are, let alone actually go out and experience them all, right? So if you don't like this, no big deal. But if you do like milling on blades, which I do, personally, I own a couple knives with milled blades, and I think they are absolutely fascinating. Even if it would make it harder for me to use them, I don't really care. I have too many users anyway, so I think it's really, really cool. But that's one of the things that I think makes the Orion such a fun knife. So this is an odd combination here because it's, did it say it was Nitro V? So it's Nitro V, which is kind of a mid-range, like an upper tier budget steel, like kind of like almost the, as far as like where we see it priced, right? Whenever I try to label a steel like that, people try to force it into a descriptive category of edge retention or overall performance? No. When we talk about, when I use words like, budget, mid-range, premium, I'm talking about where we see them in terms of pricing, right? So for example, I'm going to personally prefer 14C28N over Nitro V for performance. The other nice thing is that 14C28N typically is considered a less premium steel by the cost, right? We typically see 14C28N come in way lower on these Chinese budget knives than Nitro V. And the performance balance, in my opinion, is better. So I think that's great. But Nitro V is going to cause the knife to cost more. And the reason we have to point this out is when we're, estimating or we're looking at where these knives should be in terms of price. Now, performance and preference and performance is going to be very, very subjective. So, I don't really want to assign an end-all, be-all badge of excellence to any one particular steel or any groups of steels, right? But I think it's still important to point out, hey, this is Nitro V, so it's, we should expect the price to be somewhere up around here when factoring that in. Nitro V, and especially the combination of the copper carbon fiber, is going to push that price up a little bit. The rest of this knife has a budget knife build. So this is going to price a lot of people out of this thing unless they just really, really want this combination of materials. I would hope that this would still land under $100. Something tells me that it's going to be north of that, but sometimes I'm wrong about this stuff. So I don't know. These are cool. I don't think anything, ultra crazy, super spectacular is happening here. But Tenable makes a good knife, and I think what they're trying to do is tackle that upper end of the budget territory, or maybe kind of cruising into the mid-range for some people. And if any of this stuff speaks to you, then I think you'll enjoy it because the quality's there. It's just kind of the combination of things. It's going to make a lot of these knives fall into weird price parameters. So anyways, I don't think any major reason to review any of this stuff. It's all pretty straightforward. So you can expect to see this in the giveaway group. That's going to be just about it for me today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.